So we're going to go through Dad's drawers. Drawer. That sounded kind of odd. Anyway. Hi guys, it's Misty and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name's Misty and I own a brick and mortar antique store called Wildflower Antiques. I also sell full-time on eBay and I also have live vintage sales here on YouTube. This video is another what's in Dad's box. Although this video is what's in Dad's drawer because he like legit brought down the whole drawer out of a cabinet that he had. So we're gonna go through Dad's drawers. Drawer. That sounded kind of odd. Anyway, so I'm gonna show you some things. Now, the things that are in this drawer and the box that I am going to show you are some of the things that he has held on near and dear to his heart, and he is ready to sell them. I will be listing these things on eBay. However, these will not be available in my live sale. But if you are interested in one of these, it's going to take me a while to get this stuff listed on eBay. So you can send me an email. My email is thrifterjunkervintagehunter@gmail.com, and we can talk about pricing and all that kind of stuff. So I'm just going to kind of show you what's in the drawer. There's at least one piece in here that just out of looking through this that I think I'm going to keep. And maybe I'll show you that one first. This is really cool. Now, I have shown this to my friend Alex from Chapter 2 Vintage Co. And I want to say that this is probably World War I. This is just my layman, guessing, I guess, as to where this is from. But it is an antique fan. And it has an advertisement on the back for I.O. Murray, the shoe seller in Sisterville, West Virginia. Now look at the style of the shoes. See the women's shoe there and the men's shoe on that side. And then looking at the flag itself, you can see the sailor there holding the flag. Look at the airplanes in the sky and then the ships there. Now, it does have, it says 305 America First, and it has someone's initials there on the flag itself, or on the fan itself, which was Wells Kimball was obviously the person who owned this flag. So I want to say, just by the style of the shoe and those airplanes alone, because there isn't a date on this anywhere, but I want to say that this is World War I era. This is fabulous to me. This is something that I am going to keep. It's in really excellent condition, because it's thinking about how old it is. It does have a little bit of, curling up there at the top, but I just think that this is absolutely beautiful. And I love it. Even the staples. Look at those old staples and how it's stapled to the... So I think that this is fabulous, and that is that's a gem, and I have to keep that. This next thing, I don't know. Now, I haven't looked up comps for any of these things, and that's something that I am going to be working on, but this is very neat. This is Walt Disney Enterprises, which does show the date. It's Walt Disney Productions, but Walt Disney Enterprises is an early trademark of the Walt Disney Company. And this is a box. It's a game box. Or actually it might be a pencil box, because on this side's in a little bit better shape. It does say Dixon down here. And I want to say that Dixon made pencils or color pencils or art supplies of some sort. It is Walt Disney Enterprises. And now the contents of the items are not in here, and the box has seen better days. Like this part is completely taken off, but on the inside here you can see like all the Disney, like there's Mickey Mouse and Minnie Mouse and Pluto and Donald Duck and all the gang. But on the inside, I want to say this was probably an art kit. You can see like maybe pencils were kept here and maybe some erasers, and then it has a little drawer. See, the insides is coming out, but it has a little drawer here that I think you could keep paper and stuff. So this part too also has all Mickey and the gang. And then here is the inside of the box. But the graphics alone on this and the fact that it is Walt Disney Enterprises does make this, you know, it might make it worth, well, I know that it will make it worth more. And even in the condition that it's in. Okay, this is another box. And that has it flat. But it went, you know, like this because it's a box. But it is an original Lionel train box. It says the Lionel electric toy trains, built just like the big speedy Sure Enough trains. This one is the Lionel Corporation in New York. And on this side, this is a neat graphic. It says, all aboard, be a conductor. Play that you have charge of the 20th Century Limited. The more track and accessories you own, the more fun you will have. And on this side, it still has, it says Irvington, New Jersey. Look at me trying to have a New Jersey accent. That was a horrible one, Misty. But this was just probably a box that, well, here it is. It's a transformer. The Lionel Multivort Transformer. Don't buy an inferior make. Be safe. Don't take chances. Own a guaranteed transformer, a Lionel Multi-Volley, then you take no risks. So if you buy the other ones, you're putting your life at risk. You must buy a Lionel train. But really cool piece. Again, I will research this and see if the box alone is worth something. And this is a piece, and I don't really know anything about it. Dad seems to think that it was some sort of lithograph or like for a showroom or something. I don't know, but I don't even know what make of car this is. But it appears to be hand painted. I can see brush strokes. There isn't any information on it at all. I'm not even sure what kind of car this is. Is it a Model T? Is it a Ford? I don't know. But it is a really cool piece. But you're not going to be able to tell. But you can see that the black and the gray is hand painted. So that is really neat. And I actually have some of these lights and some of these lights here at the shop that is for sale. But yeah, this is hand colored. It's a hand painted piece. So I'm not quite sure, but if any of you know what car this could be, maybe let me know. But again, really nice piece. The back of it, there's still no information on it other than someone paid $2 for this at some point in time. Maybe my dad, I don't know. Okay, this next thing is the motor. 100 miles an hour at the Brooklyn. So this is dated 1909. So this little pamphlet magazine is over 100 years old. And it is the motor. Oh my gosh, look at this ad. Well, you can see the date right there. January 19th, 1909. And on the back here, it's Lucas Lamps. Look at the lamps. This is an advertisement piece for a car. This is so neat. It says Lancaster, Waverley Hall, Edinburgh. Stand 79 under the gallery. The Lancaster Motor Company Limited. In Birmingham, London, and Manchester. So I don't know if this is a European magazine or catalog. It's like a car. It's a car magazine from 1909. This is where the Vulcan car can be seen and tried. I want to show you some things, but I want to be very, very careful as I hold it up. Look at this advertisement for a tire. See on the back, it says printed and published weekly by the proprietors. Words. It's in London, so this is a European catalog for the motor. I always think of that commercial. Do you wish that you weren't a motor? Do y'all know what I'm talking about? The guy that's half motorcycle and half man. Oh my, this is amazing. Okay, This is from 1956 as a calendar, because that's how I know that what date it's from, because it says so on the calendar. And it has a pinup girl on it. And, okay, a penguin, but I'll show you. But it's from Newtown Service Station in Newtown, Ohio. And it has this pinup girl. Isn't she so cool? Look at her. And a penguin. I'm not quite sure what the penguin has to do with the girl in her bathing suit, but whatever. I think that these are so cool. You can see here, it's dated July 1956. And all, this is not meant, a lot of the calendar pages are missing because it's starting in July there. But these pinup garage calendars can do pretty well. And very cool piece. This, I need to try to find a date, but this is early. This is an early child's picture book. It's a Donahue, which they do make a lot of old Victorian children's picture books out of Chicago. And this one, the graphics, oh my word. This is really neat. It's fire department pictures. Look, can you see that? You can see the Donahue right there. The cover is taken apart from the rest of the book, but there's the back of it there. And let me open it up and see if I can get a copyright on the inside. You can see here the graphic there. This is early. Look at the fire engine. I'm not seeing a date in this. I'm sure if I did some research on it, I might find another one. I mean, it's just, look at the graphics. They're putting out a fire out off of a ship, a large ocean boat, it says. Little Bob Vernon was the son of a brave fireman. His father had often promised that he would sometimes let Bob sleep in the fire engine house and go to a big fire with him. That lucky day had last arrived. One Friday afternoon, Bob's father called for him just as school was letting out and took him to the engine house. So this is really neat. Anything firemen or police related can do pretty well. This is a really pretty floral piece. It says Riverside School, 1913-1914. It doesn't say where. It's just Riverside School, and it's a list of the pupils. No picture on it. Just a list of the pupils that were in that school. All right, I have two modern mechanics books. I have sold these before for quite a bit of money, so I am going to research these a little bit more. This is July, but well, and I'll look inside for the date, but look at the space age graphics on that. This is modern mechanics. I don't know if this is a precursor to popular mechanics, but these, I love looking through these magazines just simply for the graphics and the ads that are in it. This one's dated July 1936. And let's see if I can find a really kind of a neat Splitting the Waves with the Outboard Racers, which is what is kind of on the cover. And here's an advertisement on the back. It's in really good condition. The binding is really good. There is some creases in it and a little bit of coloring and wear, but it's still a really cool book, and these can do pretty well. And there's also this one. That one was July 1936, and this one was June 1936, another modern mechanics. It was 15 cents, and there's a cigarette, a Chesterfield cigarette ad on the back. What does it say? It says, "A match can tell you a lot. Chesterfield's mildness and better taste gives smokers a lot of pleasure." Boy, that's when it was classy. You're classy. You're a classy lady. All right, so this one's June 1936. The inside pictures are all in black and white, but still, there's inside the world's largest airship. So these will be going up on eBay. Lots of collectors out there that do collect these things very readily and are always looking for them. This is, it's Conoco, which is a gasoline oil company. This is an old atlas that was made for W.E. Nicholson. So, oh my, look at the, and it's spiral bound. It is a tour aid, which is a fancy word for a map, or a, you know, when people used maps. This, and it has this nice mileage chart in here, because that was handy. Hey, what is the date on this? Let's see, where are you? 1946. Well before the days of having a GPS. Oh wow, the thing that's cool about this, where is this one for? Let's figure out where this one is for. Well, it's for the United States. But what is cool is that the person that had this touring guide, they were going on this trip right here. So they had their trip all mapped out, and it looks like they started in Indiana, and I'm not sure. I think maybe where it's circled is where maybe they were going to stop for the night. So it looks like they were going down. They started in Indiana, then went to Ohio, and then West Virginia, and then Virginia, and then up through Pennsylvania, back through Ohio. I think that they went down this way because of the arrow that's pointing down. So I want to say they went down this way and around. That's kind of neat to see their trip. And on the inside, it just has different sites at different places. It's spiral bound, so that is nice. But this is neat. They have their route all highlighted there. Boy, no, I would hate to. My husband and I would get into so many fights and arguments if we had to follow a map. But yeah, they were going to Norfolk, Virginia, because they do have that circled. And there was or there still is, a naval base in Norfolk, Virginia. So maybe they were, you know, going down there for that. So this is really neat. It's Kanoko. This could still be worth some money. I'll have to look it up and see. But those are the things that Dad has kept in this little stashy drawer. And so these things I will be looking up. This is I'm going to have to keep because I'm in love with this. I think that it is amazing. So we'll set that aside, and let me grab this other little box here, and we will dive in to see what he has in this other little box. Actually, I think I'm going to end the video here, and I'm going to start with part 2 of this video. And that is some of these vintage ephemera and postcards. A lot of them have little notes and things jotted down on them, and some of them might be interesting to read to you. So I'm going to end this video now, and stay tuned tomorrow for part 2 of this video, where I go through some of this vintage ephemera, and we kind of take a sneak peek into people's lives a little bit, which is kind of bizarre, but we're keeping their memories alive, right? So I hope that you enjoyed this little video, a little peek of what Dad has kept in his drawer for several years now and wants to kind of move it, and he has lots more drawers of treasures that we need to uncover. But we're just giving him his own time and letting him decide the things that he wants to bring down on his own. So I hope that you enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure that you give it a thumbs up. If you're not subscribed, make sure that you hit the subscribe button, and I will see you in my next video. Bye, guys.